Oh, what's in there? Oh, wow.
Just a new one.
Turn it around. What's on the back? What did it say? What did it say?
Shedeur Sanders just did something incredibly meaningful for a kid celebrating a birthday, and the moment instantly showed why so many people respect him in Cleveland. It wasn't planned, it wasn't for attention, and it wasn't meant to go viral. It was simply Shedeur being himself, showing real heart when someone needed joy the most. That alone has people talking, and it's sparking a bigger conversation around who he is off the field. We're also getting into some strong comments from McCordi, a former 13-year NFL veteran, who spoke honestly about what the Cleveland Browns should be doing right now with their quarterback situation. His words added even more fuel to a discussion that was already heating up, and fans are reacting fast because everyone knows McCordi doesn't speak unless he feels something needs to be said. On top of that, more people across the NFL world are circling back to the same question Cleveland has been trying to avoid since draft night. Why did the Browns draft Shedeur Sanders if they were never going to give him a real opportunity? That question keeps popping up across podcasts, news shows, and fan forums, and the timing couldn't be more intense as frustration continues to rise inside the building. Even with everything swirling around, the rumors, the drama, the tension, the second guessing, none of it is shaking Shedeur's confidence. He's not letting the negativity get into his head, and he's not letting the noise change the way he moves. Instead, he keeps showing up for people who truly appreciate him, and he keeps bringing a positive presence to a city that has been dealing with a lot lately. Shedeur has done so much for folks in Cleveland already, and he hasn't even taken a real snap under center. He's visited schools, supported community events, shown love to fans, and made himself available in ways most rookies don't. His impact is real, and it's something people feel even if he hasn't become the on-field starter yet. That's why so many Cleveland residents talk about him differently, not just as a player, but as someone who genuinely cares about others. And this birthday moment proves it even more. Shedeur stepped in and created a memory that kid will carry forever, and he did it effortlessly. No big speech, no dramatic setup, just pure kindness that made the whole room light up. The reaction was real, the excitement was real, and you could tell instantly just how much the gesture meant. This wasn't about football, it was about being human. And that's where Shedeur separates himself. I'm going to play the video clip so you can see exactly what happened, because watching it says far more than anything I could describe.
Oh, what's in there? Oh, wow.
Just a new one.
Turn it around. What's on the back? What did it say? What did it say?
Happy birthday, Shedeur Sanders.
Oh, he said happy birthday, Juju.
Thank you, Shedeur Sanders. And thank you for saying happy birthday. Yesterday was my birthday. But thank you, Shedeur. I appreciate it, and I'll see you soon in December.
The look on that kid's face, the energy in the room, the way people reacted, it all shows the power one small moment can have when it comes from the right place. And you'll see immediately why people in Cleveland keep saying Shedeur is different. That footage captures the true impact of what Shedeur brings to Cleveland. Not just talent, not just potential, but real connection with the people who support him. That kid shared a moment that will stay with him for a long time, and it's the kind of thing that shapes how a city views a player before he even throws a pass. It's one thing to win a game, but it's another thing entirely to make someone feel valued, and that's exactly what Shedeur did. Even if he never plays a single snap this season, moments like this prove that his presence already matters. He's contributing in ways that don't show up in box scores, but they show up in homes, schools, and neighborhoods across the city. When fans talk about him, they talk about the person first and the athlete second, and that tells you everything you need to know about how quickly he's earned their respect. And the timing of this moment hits even harder when you consider everything going on with the Browns right now. The team is facing questions from every angle: coaching decisions, depth chart issues, locker room tension, and public pressure. But Shedeur refuses to let any of that pull him into negativity. Instead, he keeps focusing on what he can control, giving his best and spreading positivity. This birthday surprise wasn't about football, contracts, or headlines. It was about showing love when someone needed it, and that's the part people won't forget. It reminds everyone that behind the debates and arguments, behind the takes and predictions, Shadur is still a young man trying to do things the right way and bring happiness where he can. That's what makes this moment so special, and that's why people in Cleveland are paying attention. That kid is going to carry that memory for the rest of his life, no doubt about it. Imagine waking up on your birthday thinking it's just another normal day, only for your favorite football player to surprise you with his own jersey, signed, sealed, and given straight from the heart. That kind of moment doesn't fade. It becomes a story you hold on to forever. You could feel the excitement instantly, the shock, the gratitude, the joy, all in one moment that hit with real emotion. And what makes that moment even more powerful is the fact that this isn't some rare one-off gesture from Shedeur Sanders. This is who he is, this is how he moves, and this is how he treats people even when the world around him gets chaotic. There are dozens of clips online, clips that keep resurfacing because Shadur keeps showing up for people in ways that feel honest and thoughtful. He doesn't look for a camera, doesn't chase credit, he just moves with purpose and lets the moment speak for itself. One of the most talked about moments recently was the video where Shadur surprised a mother who had been relying on Uber rides for years to get to work, run errands, and take care of her family.
We was trying to get you a car earlier.
I'm so sorry, Shedeur. I cannot believe I'm on the phone with Shedeur Sanders.
I love.
Right.
How you doing, Miss Tori? This is Shedeur Sanders.
Hi, Busty. Oh, I love your family. I'm sorry, though. I love your family.
Your kids nominated you to get this free car we giving out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so now we definitely excited. And we definitely hear you're a hard-working woman. You know, we just want to help you out.
Yes, sir. Oh, God. Oh, I can cry.
Nah, don't cry. Don't cry. You ain't gotta cry.
My engine blew out. My cry. I've been walking and door freaking Ubering.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. We're gonna take care of you for sure. Yeah, I just want to call you and let you know it's real for sure.
I know your voice. I've been praying for you more than I've been praying for you.
Yes, ma'am.
I love the Eagles, but I want to see Shedeur soar. That was my motto, day one.
Okay. Yeah, well, God work in mysterious ways for sure, though. So, you know, I'm just passing along the message, man. I'm just a messenger.
You could see the exhaustion in her face, the kind that builds up over a long period of time. And then suddenly, you see that exhaustion melt into disbelief the moment Shedeur stepped forward with something that would completely change her routine. When he handed her those keys, it felt like the whole room stopped for a second because nobody expected it, not even her. Her reaction said everything. She didn't know what to say, she didn't know what to do. She was standing there overwhelmed by a mix of relief and gratitude. And the way Shedeur kept it calm, respectful, and genuine only made the moment even stronger. You could tell it wasn't for show. It was simply an act of kindness that came from the right place at the right time. A lot of you have probably already seen that video because it started spreading everywhere the second it hit social media. People were sharing it, commenting on it, sending it to family members, and talking about how rare it is to see such a pure act of generosity from a young athlete dealing with so much pressure. But even if you've watched it multiple times, I'm still going to play it here because it perfectly captures the energy Shadur brings when he steps into someone's life. It shows the type of person he is, not just the quarterback everyone debates about.
2 keys, 1 person, big decision coming. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Oh yeah. You can crank it up. It won't like nothing bad happens if you crank it up, right?
No, you're good.
All right, no. Here you go.
Shadur could easily stay quiet, stay distant, or stay in his own world like many rookies do when they reach the NFL. He could focus only on himself, ignore the outside world, and wait for his chance to get on the field. But that's not his spirit. That's not how he was raised, and that's not how he chooses to move. Instead, he keeps pouring into people, keeps staying connected, and keeps reminding Cleveland why so many fans wanted him there in the first place. These aren't just simple gifts. These are life-changing gestures that instantly remove stress from someone's shoulders. A signed jersey might brighten a kid's entire year, and a car might completely shift a mother's daily reality. These moments stay in people's hearts long after the noise of football fades away, and that is what separates Shedeur from a lot of other young players trying to find their place in the league. He brings compassion, he brings awareness, and he brings understanding that his platform means something bigger than touchdowns or stat lines. When he walks into a room, people feel his presence, not because of fame, but because of how he treats them with respect and sincerity. That's the kind of energy Cleveland hasn't had in a long time. And it's the kind of energy that cities remember long after a player leaves. Seeing him do things like this, seeing him constantly look out for others, even when his own situation with the Browns is up in the air, shows a level of maturity that goes beyond football. It shows someone who understands responsibility, who values community, and who isn't afraid to step up when someone needs help. And that's why fans keep rooting for him, even while the team sorts through their chaos behind closed doors. Keep moving like that, Shedeur Sanders. Moments like these show exactly why so many people believe your time is coming, and why the city is already behind you in a big way. 13-year NFL veteran Jason McCordi decided to speak up about the situation involving Shedeur Sanders, and the timing couldn't have been more interesting. He didn't sugarcoat anything, and he didn't try to dance around the real issue. He shared exactly what he believes is coming next for Shedeur in Cleveland. Before I dive into my take on what he said, I'm going to play the video clip so you can hear Jason's full reaction in his own voice, because the way he broke it down says a lot.
I think it'll probably be a brief conversation. I think when you're on the game call, you want to focus on the game. So I think you want to focus on the players that are out there. But I do think it's a healthy question to ask because of the situation that Cleveland's in. Shedeur Sanders is another draft pick from this year alongside Dillon Gabriel. Dillon Gabriel was drafted before Shedeur Sanders. It makes complete sense that he's been given the opportunity to go out there and lead this offense above Shedeur. I think at some point, if you're the Browns, because of what they have in draft capital going into next year and cap space and all of those things, you probably want to evaluate both of those guys. Now, what the number is of games that you need to see out of both of them, that's very hard to determine. It's Stefanski and his crew. They have to decide that. But I would imagine at some point, if the season goes the way it's going and you're not winning games and the offense still trying to find its footing, at some point you let Shedeur get a crack at it. And a lot of that's contingent on what's happening in practice. It's easy for a lot of us to say, like, just throw Shedeur in there. And I got to assume from everything that I've seen on the outside looking in that he is a guy that is showing up and he's putting the work in and he's grinding and all of those small things that it takes to be a quarterback in the NFL. So I got to imagine whether it's the last 5 games, whatever it is, at some point you want to evaluate him as well. Because with both of these guys, are they a franchise quarterback? Are they a quality backup? You may not be searching for the next quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. You may be searching for who's going to be the best backup for the Cleveland Browns, for who they're going to get in the future. But I would think you would want to know something about both of those guys when the season comes.
Now that you've heard it, you can see Jason McCordi wasn't hesitating or holding back at all. He made it very clear that the Cleveland Browns should, without a doubt, give Shedeur Sanders a real opportunity to show what he can do. He didn't talk in circles. He didn't try to create drama. He just laid out the simple truth. The Browns need to know what they actually have in Shedeur before this whole season slips away. And let's be honest, he's right. A team that's dealing with uncertainty, frustration, and inconsistency can't afford to sit on a young quarterback with this much talent and not even let him touch the field. Jason didn't say it to stir things up. He said it because he's seen enough in his long NFL career to recognize when a team is mismanaging a player with real potential. He did mention things like backup quarterback, but let's keep it real. Calling Shedeur a backup is just wrong, and anyone who watches football closely knows it. There is nothing about Shedeur Sanders that screams backup, and pretending otherwise would be disrespectful to what he brings to the table. If the Browns actually believe he's a second-string guy, that would be a wild misunderstanding of his talent and what he was brought in to become. But then again, this is the Cleveland Browns we're talking about, a franchise that, for years, has managed to make simple quarterback decisions look like rocket science. They have a long record of mishandling quarterbacks, rotating starters, confusing depth charts, and creating controversy where it doesn't need to exist. So yeah, it wouldn't be shocking if they misread Shedeur too, but that doesn't mean the fans are buying it. Jason McCordi wasn't trying to be harsh, he was being honest. He was saying what a lot of us have been thinking for weeks. Why keep forcing the same results with the same quarterback when you have a young, hungry player waiting for his chance? That's exactly what Jason meant when he said the Browns should want to know what they truly have before the season ends. That wasn't a suggestion. That was a warning shot to the front office. And the truth is simple. Shedeur Sanders isn't a project, he isn't a placeholder, and he sure isn't someone you stash on the sideline while the team falls apart in front of you. He brings poise, accuracy, awareness, confidence, and leadership. All things the Browns desperately need right now. Anyone suggesting he should be held back or hidden behind the depth chart is ignoring what's happening every week on the field. Meanwhile, what are we seeing from Dillon Gabriel? Every single Sunday, fans are reacting to the same issues over and over. Inconsistency, hesitation, missed reads, missed throws. You name it, we've watched it play out live, week after week. There's no mystery left with Gabriel. There's no sudden breakthrough waiting around the corner. And there's no reason to pretend he's the future of this franchise. So when Jason McCordi said the Browns need to see what they have in Shedeur Sanders, he was saying something rooted in logic, not emotion. He's been in NFL locker rooms for over a decade. He knows what a quarterback with real upside looks like. And right now, that upside is sitting on the bench while Cleveland keeps pushing the same plan, despite getting the same disappointing results. You can tell Jason wasn't trying to tear anyone down. He was trying to point the Browns in the right direction before it's too late. He sees what Shedeur brings. He sees the spark the team is missing, and he sees an opportunity the Browns are ignoring. And when a veteran with that kind of experience speaks up, it carries weight. There's absolutely nothing left to see with Dillon Gabriel, but there's a whole future waiting to be unlocked with Shedeur Sanders. And the longer Cleveland waits, the louder these conversations are going to get. Fans would be excited too, because at this point, it's pure entertainment every time Dillon Gabriel steps on that field. Everyone already knows exactly what's coming from him, and that predictability almost turns into its own kind of show. His performances follow the same rhythm, the same patterns, the same frustrations, and people watch knowing the script rarely changes. Nothing surprises the fan base anymore. They see Gabriel line up and can call out the mistakes before they even happen, because the routine has become so familiar. Week after week, it plays out the same way, and somehow it turns into a spectacle that people tune into just to see if anything will finally shift. And this is where everything around the Cleveland Browns comes crashing into one moment that can't be ignored anymore. Fans are watching the same struggles repeat themselves, the same patterns play out, and the same excuses get recycled every week, while a young quarterback with real talent continues to wait for his chance. The pressure inside that organization is reaching a breaking point, and everyone can feel it. The truth is simple. Cleveland can only run from this decision for so long before the fan base demands answers louder than ever. People are tired of predictable play, tired of wasted Sundays, and tired of pretending the team doesn't have another option sitting right there in the locker room. They know Shedeur Sanders brings a spark this franchise has been missing, and they know the clock is ticking on when he finally gets unleashed. Every voice is getting louder now. Veterans, analysts, former players, and even die-hard fans, all saying the Browns can't keep ignoring what's right in front of them. You can hear the frustration in their tone, feel the impatience growing, and see the shift happening as more people ask the same question. How long until Shedeur gets his moment? Because the longer the Browns wait, the more obvious the mistake becomes. This saga has turned into something bigger than a simple quarterback debate. It's become a storyline the entire league is watching. Every press conference, every snap, every comment from the media adds more pressure, and Cleveland can't hide behind excuses anymore. The demand for change is here, and the city wants something real, something different, something worth believing in again. And if the Browns truly care about their future, they're going to have to make a move that actually pushes this team forward instead of sideways. Whether they like it or not, all roads lead to the same answer. And that answer is Shadur Sanders stepping onto the field and showing everyone what he can really do. Because when that moment finally comes, when he steps under center, when the crowd rises, and when the energy flips, the entire city of Cleveland is going to feel it. The fans will know it, the players will know it, and every critic will be forced to pay attention. That's the shift people are waiting for, and it's closer than anyone realizes. And if you want every update, every leak, every behind-the-scenes twist, and every new development in this Browns quarterback storm, you already know where to stay locked in. This is Huddle Files, where the real story lives, where the truth gets uncovered, and where every moment of this saga gets broken down the second it happens. If this saga had you shook, wait till you see what's next. You already know what it is. Huddle Files got the real, raw, and unfiltered breakdowns. So don't forget to like and subscribe, drop a comment, and share this with someone who needs to catch up.